Okay, so let's see all these things in action. We have already created a user module and auth module, right? So I did a basic setup for this. We have all these things, auth controller. I just try to play with just a simple sign up and a login first, and then we will try to introduce more code. So here, this is our API V1 users. I will try to create a user first. Okay, so I will try to zoom a little bit. So let's do a demo. Password is demo, hash demo. Okay, let's create a user. So we are able to create a user. Password is in hash. I mean, this is the hash. We should not just send it right away. Now what happens? I already created a user. Now I will try to log in. Okay, so try it out. Demo @demo. So this is the username password. I will try to log in. And here you can see when I did this, I was able to get the access token and the refresh token, but we are talking about cookie based authentication. So what happens when I just open this curl request in the Postman, and I will try to see did we receive any cookies header or not. Okay, there we can verify it appropriately. So let's open Postman or any client. So this is our Postman client. I will try to send the request, same, and you can see I will check the headers. So here you can see this set cookies. There are two cookies it is sending, refresh token and access token. Now whenever I send a request back again to the server, these cookies will be set and will be sent back. Okay, these are the cookies which I received. You can see in the cookies also localhost, session, HTTP only true, secure false, because currently we are only doing development. But when we are doing production, then we should secure true, HTTP only true, and it should be for particular domain, not anybody else should be able to use. So this access token and refresh token we have received, so that we can also try and add refresh token mechanism. So now let's try to access our protected API. Now the next thing I'm going to do is access any protected API like API V1 users that will send these cookies automatically. You can say these headers have been added automatically and these will be sent with a request. Now when I send this, I'm getting, what is the result? Internal server error. That is true. I know the reason. And you can see it is not able to access token. So to enable, we are sending the cookies, but we need to enable the server so that server can read the cookies. So we need to add a middleware cookie parser and body parser. If you are from Express.js world, then these are the two middleware we used to add in the Express.js app to enable the application to extract the cookies from the request. So I will try to register that. app.use cookie parser. Cookie parser we can get from cookie parser. Cookie parser we need to add as a dependency, which is not there. So let's try to add a dependency of cookie parser. Cookie parser is really helpful module to extract the cookies from the request body. We need to go to package.json. Okay. First, let's install it. And then we will run the application again. Now I can just hit this URL. It is saying forbidden. That means it is able to read the cookies, but there is something else. Now what is that? I know the reason, because I enabled the auth guard, role guard. You can say it is same as the guard. So let's comment this out. For now we have not assigned any role to this user, but what it is expecting that if this user role is system admin, then only he can access this get all user, because it's administrator functionality. I will hit this and I got all the users, right? So this is a basic authentication. Now how we are assigning the role and the permissions. So that can be like, we can bootstrap first admin user, and that admin user can assign a roles to the rest of the users. So we can check that in the local database, API database, like what all roles we are populating. So here, assign user permission, role guard. What role guard is checking? Role guard is checking the user.permissions. do you have any kind of permissions? If that permission has a administration, so we already have a, this is the table. I will explain you the database table first. That will make more clear. So this is the permission. If you just add, let me check what is the permission entity. Okay, user entity, and permissions is JSONB. Permissions is a string. Okay, so I just need to add Markanis admin there. We'll go to the user controller, system admin. Let me try to add this permission there, and then I will do the logout and the login. Now we also need to check how we are creating the token. Okay, so we'll go to the auth service, login, right? So here you can see permissions. This is the information which we are storing inside the token, right? Once you log in, this token will be sent to the customer client, and then this token will come back, and then we decode the token using this JSON web token. So if you are sending the permissions, then only you should be able to get it. So let's start the application again and play with the Postman. Here is our Postman. I will try to log in again. Okay, let me change this. Post. It will give us the new token. Even you can decode the token and see what it is inside this JSON web token. It's a JWT token, right? And here you go. I copied the same token, and this token has this permission string, which is system admin, because I manually assigned the role to this user. Right now, I will try to log in with the same thing. I will open my Postman. So this token is already set. API v1 users. I think this was the URL, and I can get it even when I have set the role. So here inside a user controller, we have enabled the system admin role. So you should be able to get all the users. Let's enable this thing. Yes, I got the data, right? Let's say I just change the role to system root. Then I get the user now, because it is allowing only system root. I will get forbidden. So this is called role based authorization. You set a role for the user, and then that role we decode through the token, and then we are checking, and all these things can be done through these role guard. So what all additional things we are doing here? The token guard, role guard, we need to provide this metadata. I will talk about this, what I wrote here, this role allowed annotation. This is the custom decorator we have created to populate the roles attribute inside a metadata. So whatever the roles you have, that will be set inside a roles metadata, and that you can access inside a role guard. Do you have that permissions, and how we are accessing that permission? Using roles metadata. In role decorator, you have set something in the roles property using this controller, using this attribute. And inside this role guard, we are checking, do you have the system root set in your permissions or not? Not, then you are not allowed. So this is called a simple authentication authorization. In the next video, I will just talk about the overall picture of the code, whatever we have written in this.